Welcome, parents, to our virtual back to school night. I am Mrs. Christina Vasquez, and you are here for 21st century entrepreneurial exploration. So let's get started. Again, welcome back to school night. I am happy you're here, and I'm very excited to be your student's teacher this year. So we are going to start with the class description. This course provides background knowledge of essential and necessary financial skills. I have a whole unit around financial skills for all students. Core concepts enable students to implement decision-making skills necessary to become wise, knowledgeable consumers, savers, investors, users of credit, money managers, citizens, and members of the global workforce and society. You can think of this course as your modern day home economics class, but to really create that 21st century student and prepare you students for life beyond high school. Let's take a look at the CTE standards that we revolve this course around. Of course, we not only follow California state standards, also CTE standards. So some big ticket items I have bolded are to communicate clearly and effectively with reason, to apply technology to enhance productivity, and employ valid, reliable research strategies. We are not here to teach your students what to think, but how to think. And the next slide I'm going to show you is a student testimonial that I received this summer, and I'm so excited to share it. So I'm just going to read a couple sentences that I have bolded here. Many of the skills I learned in class, I use often outside of class. I'm very proud of that statement. 21st century is such a great opportunity for us students to learn real life skills we can actually apply in our lives. Before 21st century, I had no idea what I wanted to do after high school, but now I know exactly what I want. I know where I want to go to school, and I'm already getting a head start on my college education. So I want this for each and every student in this class. Our goal is to help your students find their passion and really use that passion to guide them throughout high school and help them make decisions beyond high school. The next slide is I'm going to walk you through our course website that your students visit every day. And this is also located in our Google Classroom. So let's go. That link will take us to this website. So on this home page of this website, I have our contact information. If you click this, you will see I am the first one here, christina.vasquez@osci.us. Office hours are linked here, the course syllabus, and the tech support. So you will find a lot of your information, parents, under the Welcome tab. Let's first go to attendance. Every single day when your students first log in to our virtual learning environment, they click on this Google form attendance and they fill out their attendance on their end. I do it on my end, and this is my backup plan for attendance. So students also complete it. I have virtual learning expectations that I've gone over with your students. And let's go to our course documents. And just to preface the previous slide, I always ask your students just to have paper, pen ready, have their computer charged, and hopefully have a quiet place to work when we start our class. So this is our technology syllabus. I have two syllabuses, a technology and the regular classic course syllabus. So our distance learning syllabus, you can see I have my contact information here. And I also have Mr. Voris's information here. He is my co-teacher. I work really closely with him. He is our next door neighbor on campus, and we do a lot of collaboration in the creation of this course. I have information for your student rapid identity portal and a link here in case your students get locked out. Some apps that I do recommend your students download if they have the space on their phone or if they have the availability to do that would be Google Classroom. That's where all of our lessons are posted. Zoom, and we use a lot of Gmail, Google Drive, and Google Docs in class. I also have our students a virtual school day And I also here have my office hours. So my office hours are 1:25 to 1:45 Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Wednesdays, it's from 12:30 to 12:55. And I am really good about getting back via email. I have my email app on my phone with my notifications on. So anytime you email me, I get it and I respond as soon as I can. So lastly, I want to just break down what our virtual learning looks like, or where every item is categorized. So our virtual meetings do happen in Zoom. Our assignments are posted in Google Classroom. And I do take attendance on my end through my attendance roster. And your students do it through their end on the Google form I showed you. And our distance learning website, which we are on right now, is also located in Google Classroom. And that is our technology syllabus. I am now going to take you to our traditional course syllabus, and I'm going to take you to some projects that we will be working on this year. So this year we are working on Genius Hour. We do it every year, actually. Students will utilize the 20% project that actually came out of Google, and they use 20% of class time to research their passion. And then ultimately, they present all of their research findings and creations, prototypes to the class. And this is really what makes our class come to life. Our class is an entrepreneurial class, and a lot of students really find their passion in this class, and they are so excited to present what they're about when the time comes. We do blogging. We are creating digital portfolios right now, which I will show you. And our assessments are presentations in class, which online, virtually, we are actually doing that through Screencastify. I have a traditional grading scale, and I always end my syllabus with this quote: "The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek." I do encourage your student to rise up, take courage, and really take ownership of their education, because they have a right to an amazing education. And I do my job. I do the best job I can every single day to make sure I provide that. I'm very passionate about teaching, and I love being a teacher. Let's go to Google Classroom now. So I'm going to walk you through a Google Classroom. I'm going to the home page, My Waffle, and Google Classroom. I will take you to first period, 21st century Google Classroom. And always click on, I always tell my students, click on the classwork tab, because that's where everything is located. So I have our Zoom link located right at the top, so students gain access into our virtual lessons right here. Our class website, which we just went to, this one right here, I'll go to the home page so you recognize it. This is where your students take attendance. That is also located in our Google Classroom. And students just turned in their digital portfolio link to me the other day. We are starting our blog assignments, where students are recording their learning experiences in a digital format. And I post all the lessons in Google Classroom every single day, so your students have access to them. I also create instructional videos to go along with every single lesson, in case your students didn't catch it the first time, or maybe they missed a class. They can always log into Google Classroom and gain the knowledge of class through watching my instructional video. Okay, now I'm going to end with showing you an example of a digital portfolio by a student. Your students are currently working on this. Here's a digital portfolio. And your students have started 2 assignments so far, I Matter and Intention Board. Their I Matter page really represents who they are. You can think of it as like their About Me page. So here Aubrey talks about who she is. She has pictures of her family. She does a great job with showing us her hobbies, her sports, her passions. And then the intention board, which your students should have also completed, are their goals for high school, their goals even beyond high school. So it represents long-term and short-term goals. You can see here Aubrey wants to have straight A's. She wants to be an honors student. She wants to play professional soccer. She wants to have a dream car and a dream home. So that's where we currently are in 21st century. Students are really creating digital portfolios for me to see, and then they ultimately are going to be sharing that with their classmates this week and next week. So what is the big concept? To build on your students' strengths, interests, and passions to get them set up to be a successful person in high school and beyond. Thank you so much for joining me for back to school night, and I can't wait to open our classroom doors to your students so I can meet them face to face. Thank you so much.